Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, we're rocking and rolling with some more Commander Quest, this most excellent strategic roguelike deck builder that I've been having an absolute blast with. I mean, this game is S tier. There's so much new. It's so much fun, even in its, early demo form. In fact, if I look right here on the center screen, it looks like there's a playtest in progress. Maybe that spells, a new update. There's references to Chapter 3. That's super cool. If you feel like it, maybe sign up for the playtest. I know I'm going to. Let's see if we can get access to Chapter 3. Maybe we can do it right here on this channel. But for now, we're going to hop on into a brand new run. We're going to be using the human Civ. We're going to be using Saladin, the hero. Smash the like button if you're liking the Commander Quest. Become a subscriber if you're new here. And I thank you so much. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so we're going with the human Civ. And we're going with Saladin. So what do we know about Saladin? Well, the commander skill at level 1 is the free placement unit, Pasha the Eagle. Costs 1 mana, has 2 attack, 11 HP. And again, it's a free placement unit. Quite nice. And then furthermore, the starting relic, we have the Turban of Wisdom, which is basic. We're going to go with the Eagle Skull. So this is going to deal 1 damage and grant 3 attack damage when summoning units with free placement, Saladin only. So it's going to go really well with our Eagle, and then, maybe we can add in some more free placement units. We'll certainly see. For our starting deck, we have the Amateur Militia, Militia Archer, Solidifying Will. We also do start with the Rogue, which is a 4/4 unit with free placement. Obviously going to go well with the Eagle Skull. And we also have the Ritual, which will give us access to ghosts. So maybe we can go with an ethereal deck of some sort as well. So let's hop on in. Saladin, lead us to victory. Let's go. So for our opening bonus, Incomplete Combustion, okay? So obtain 1 random card or 100 gold. Let's go with 1 random card. And what do we have? We have Fire Pit. Generate a fire pit at the designated area for 3 turns. It does exhaust. It's a tactics card. We have the Great Sword, area damage armored. It's got 8 HP, 3 damage, quite nice. And then Tribal Vanguard, when you deploy them, you draw 1 card. Let's go with the Great Sword. I think it could certainly do worse for a starting card. Let's go. Rise from the slumber. And what do we have here? So, I'm obviously targeting these wacky work slabs. So we have 2 on the bottom path. Got a shop here. We got an elite fight. Or sorry, a relic. The campfire is up on the top lane, but there's also one on the bottom lane. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going bottom lane. We have an elite fight here. Campfire, relic. 2 wacky work slabs. Absolutely. So let's stay bottom. And what do we have for our opening opposition? We have a Troblin. Alright, counterattack. And then he's got these very numerous mobs. So Archer Horde and just a basic Horde. Okay, got it. So we can play the Ritual, which will give us 2 ghost cards. They are a free play card, meaning cost 0 mana. Ethereal Body. So we could get a little bolstering to our ranks. I do have these Great Swords, which is quite nice. I think I like them against these smaller, just weaker mobs. So let's go with an Archer. And let's go ahead and play the Great Sword on the front line. And let's go. Alright, we don't want the Archer to outpace the Great Swords. You can see the area attack there, and the Great Swords just handle business. You love to see that. Alright, so we do have the Rogue. I think getting the drop on the enemy with the Rogue is probably pretty important. We could also throw in Pasha the Eagle. Well, let's just overwhelm the bottom lane here. Let's do it. Got the Great Swords on the helm, except for they're quite slow, but looks like some of our units are going to get home to the Troblin. Alright, so here we go. We got the Archer Horde. Now, this is where you definitely want to employ the Rogue. Let's see if they can get up there and take him out. Might as well throw the Eagle up there as well with his superior HP. Let's play the Ritual card. And then we get a couple of Ghosts that we can play on the bottom lane. Let's see if these Great Swords can get home. Looks like they divert, but that's okay because they take out the enemy force. Our Rogues get absolutely worked. And it looks like these archers are starting to get home on us. So let's go ahead and counter this attack here with our militia. And let's push again. The Troblin has 5 HP left. Looks like we're going to get home. Well, maybe. These guys actually might pull my forces in. We'll certainly see. Let's play some more militia. And let's see what happens down here in the bottom lane. Alright, the archers win. The archers win big. And take out the boss. You'd love to see it. 35 gold, you bet, and a card. Alright, Light Cav. Huge fan of the Light Cav. Improve gunpowder. Increase all damage of explosions by 5. Or strategist, simply draw 2 cards. I mean, light cav is good. It is good. But I feel like I've been just heavily dependent on cav decks. We're not really in on explosions, at least, yet. Strategist Plus, this is an upgraded card, right? It's improved already. It's free. It's a free draw of 2 cards. Let's go with that. I want to kind of shy away from cavalry, right? I feel like I've been heavily dependent on cavalry in my first couple of runs here on the channel. Right, we got the Deserter. So, of course, there's an ore vein right here, a crystal vein. And then just very numerous militia. So, obviously, the Great Sword is going to do good against these guys. So let's get the Great Sword on the bottom lane and just have them sort of meander toward the enemy. For the top lane, let's go ahead and get the Archer. Start taking down this Crystal Vein. Let's go. I'll hold on to the Strategist card for now. Alright, nice. It's going to give me a free Mana Stone, and you bet. And let's see, how do the Great Swords do? Be curious to see. So let's get an Archer. Let's play the Ritual. Get a couple of Ghosts. Let's play a Militia here, play the Mana Stone, and another Militia on the bottom lane, just in case these Great Swords lose, which they actually do. Okay, so obviously they're pretty good against probably like 1 HP units, right? Just units that can't really hang. Let's get the Rogues, let's drop them on in, and let's get some more Archers. I do think the Archer is probably our most impactful early game unit, at least with Saladin, right? The Rogues get home, and so do the Ghosts in. Victory! Alright, obtain food. This is Arrowed Barbecue. Okay, it's a damaging food stuff. And another card. Alright, Plate Forge. Each time you use a card, grant 1 protection to a random ally unit on the field. Each time you use a card. Okay, so that's a base card. I mean, that's not bad at all. We have Mechanic. Restore 4 health every second to an ally's damage structure unit. Excuse me. And we have a Strategist. I mean, the Mechanic costs 1. Has 15 HP. I don't really have any structures yet. I think Plate Forge is just fine. Although it's kind of expensive. Maybe we can cheapen it by upgrading it. Wacky Work Slab. Yes, you bet. This is what we're all about. So let's select 1 summon card. And we can either mess around with our rogues or we can mess around with the Greatsword. Now, usually what I've seen here is the ability to make them do more damage or improve their HP. Or give them something special like shield. Maybe we go, because we have 2 work slabs. Maybe we do the first one with the Great Sword, second one with the Rogue. So let's go Great Sword. Increase attack damage by 3. It's a pretty good margin. Increase health by 10 or grant charge. I mean, health by 10 is pretty good as well. Attack by 3. Make him a 6/8 area damage. He is armored. Increase health by 10. Make him a lot more durable. Let's increase health by 10. I like that. Duplicate into 10 copies. Grant exhaust. The commander loses 50% of current health. I think I'm okay with that. Let's take the health hit. There's ways to restore it. Alright, send supplies. Remove 1 card, restore 25 health. So this will remove what? 1 random card? Either that or I get to select what card I can remove. I think I get to select what card. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see. Which card should we get rid of? Maybe this Militia. Let's get rid of it. Send supplies. Get a little bit of that health back. And then into another Wacky Works Lab. Choose 1 summon card. Now I could go in on the Great Sword again. And really put a lot of investment in the Great Sword. Otherwise, we could do Rogue as well. I'm going to do Great Sword again. Health by 10. Equip it with the shield. Reduce all damage received from ranged attacks by 3. Let's go health by 10 yet again. 20% for chance for nothing to happen. 80% chance for the card to be removed. Reduce attack damage by 3. Duplicate into 10 copies. I mean, it would be kind of a funky experiment, wouldn't it? I mean, 80% chance for the card to be removed. I mean, that's it's a death sentence to my greatsword. Duplicate into 10 copies, I suppose we got to go with that, I guess. Alright, now we truly have a lot of great swords, but might not end up being a bad thing if we can... Especially, like, in Chapter 2 when we have a little more mana to work with, right? We're going to have to certainly play around with this. So let's go bottom lane. Let's take 2 fights. And let's see what our newly shaped deck looks like. Alright, we got the title claimant. Abandoned supplies. Alright, as you would think, we get 2 great swords to start things off. And I do believe these guys are going down. So let's go ahead and get a great sword on the bottom lane. Let's get the archers on the top lane to take out the abandoned supplies. Let's go. Alright, abandoned supplies. Gain 1 random supply card. Let's see how our newfound great swords do. I mean, they got 28 HP, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so they got archers. Let's get some rogues on the front line to help support the archers. Why did they start the fight hurt? That is a question that I have. Okay, deal 1 damage, grant 3 attack damage when summoning units with free placement. Okay, got it. That's why. I think we can just keep a steady stream of these great swords going. I mean, why not? Gain 1 random supply card. Alright, these guys should hang in there pretty good with their newfound HP. I mean, absolutely. Like, the great swords are a force, man. Alright, plate forge. I think we can play that. Let's go ritual. Get a couple of ghosts on the field. You can see that protect being spread around. Still does seem like ranged units are a pretty good counter for our great swords. But I guess we can't have it all so early on here, can we? That greatsword gets home and actually almost takes out the boss. Okay. I think I'm liking this. I mean, 10 duplicate copies. Obviously, it's a double-edged sword, right? But so far, so good. Indigo Archive. Retain 1 card at the end of the turn. It's a base card. Rucksack Rummage. We got Giant Eagle. Free placement, area damage, ranged reprisal. Prioritizes attacking ranged units. 35 HP. Oh yeah, we're taking the Giant Eagle for sure. It's a free placement unit as well. Alright, excellent. Let's keep rolling. Alright, we got the Spearmaster. And 3 lanes as well. Alright, we got some pikes on the northern and southern lane. So let's go ahead and get our great sword. And probably a militia. Alright, so we got the rogues. Definitely want to make sure I watch them. So let's go great swords in the middle. Militia archer up top. Let's go. Alright, excellent. Keep rolling, boys. Want to find a way to try to add more mana so we can get more great swords out there. You know what I mean? But let's just keep flooding the lanes with our great swords. I mean, 28 HP is insane. They get home and they can just hang around the boss for sure. We got the Giant Eagle. The answer is yes. And how about the Rogue as well? All buffed up, getting on the boss, and just take the boss out. You bet. Just take the boss out. Let's grab a card. Maintenance. Military Arts. Enhance 1 card in your hand until the end of battle. Or another Rogue. I mean, it goes with our deck rather well. Let's go with the Rogue. Alright, let's get a Relic. Maybe we can reduce the cost or add mana. Clamp. Set the mana cost of the second card from the left at the start of each turn to 1 at the start of each turn. Okay, Relief Banner. Restore your commander's health by 5 at the end of each battle. Let's go with Clamp. It could certainly work. Certainly could. Let's do the elite fight. And let's test our deck. Alright, this guy, Donkey Roll. This is the guy that likes to roll boulders at me. He's also got a lot of numerous units. So here's Plate Forge. It's nice and cheap. Surprisingly, we don't have any great swords. What are the chances of that? Let's go with Plate Forge for sure. Let's play the Ritual card to get a couple of ghosts on the field. And let's go with a Militia. Let's go. Alright, ghosts are all protected up. And here comes the boulder. One ghost gets free. And we do take direct damage. Alright, so now we have a bunch of great swords, including one that is nice and cheap. How about that? We got 3 great swords out there. Okay, so Clamp is really good. It maintains. Got it. I thought it was just like a one-time thing, but no, it maintains that buff, which is absolutely incredible. Okay, so now our deck is really, really good, actually. I mean, Clamp is absolutely insane, actually. Alright, let's get on Mr. Roll here. Let's keep going. Alright, nice job, Giant Eagle. Get in there. Take him out. We've just got a band of great swords, and you love to see it. Grant 1 protection to the ally commander. We will go ahead and play that. Another great sword bottom row. Looks like he's rolling the rock. Yeah, here comes a rolling rock, but they shake it off. It's just not doing enough damage, and the great swords are on him. He ought to be scared. Let's go great swords bottom row. Let's do the ritual. Get some ghosts in the top row. Militia as well. Let's go. Alright, I'm loving this deck already. I am. There's just so much versatility with this game. This game does so much so well. Really am a huge fan of this game. Alright, Relief Banner. Yeah, we'll take it. And a card. Militia Drill Instructor. Grant +2/+2 to Militia when they are summoned. Okay, that's a 3/20 creature that costs 2 mana. War Treaty. Use all tactics cards used during this turn 1 additional time. What kind of tactics cards do we have exactly? Solidifying Will is one. That's a supply card. We don't really have too many tactics cards. Militia Drill Instructor. I mean, we do have a lot of Militia, but this guy isn't considered a Militia card. I'm just going to skip it. Our deck is already well populated. Alright, Campfire. Our chance to upgrade. So I'm curious about the Giant Eagle. Alright, Mother Eagle. Spawn 3 additional eagles. Wow. Okay. Well, eaglets. Which are 4/10 creatures. Even the protruding claws seem cute. That's funny. Okay. I mean, that's definitely an option. Otherwise, how does a greatsword look like? Upgraded. You get 1 additional per stack. With how many we have in our deck, that's kind of low impact. How about Plate Forge? Each time you use a card, grant 1 protection to 2 random ally units on the battlefield. I mean, I think that one's pretty good. Let's go with that one first, and then we'll probably do the eagle next. I mean, as my shock troops, right? We just have the greatsword. It's quite entertaining to me. Alright, so we got a Catapract. Hopefully he doesn't have too many Catapract. He's got light cab, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and get some great swords down. Man, Clamp just allows us to string together. And let's see how they handle this. Alright, so these guys do get home. They're pushing my great swords back. But we can get so many great swords on the field that it's definitely going to make a difference. And Saladin is taking some hits, which isn't great or ideal, but what do you do? Alright, so they throw a damage buff. We got Plate Forge. Very nice. More great swords. We got the Rogue. We can get the Rogue involved. In fact, let's send him on a little assassination mission. Let's use the Mana Stone and get yet another great sword. Got protect all over. And look at this. They come in. These are cataprax, okay? These guys are pretty strong. Let's use strategist. Another great sword. Let's do solidifying will on our guys. Ritual. Pasha the Eagle. Yeah, you bet. Get in there, Pasha. All right, let's make him pay. Let's make it hurt. This one appears to be over. And you bet. 30 gold and another card selection. Okay, so we have bandage, solidifying will, or militia spearman. Spear wall. I'm okay with the bandage. Allows me to be a little more flexible. As in, I can spend my health if I need to. Alright, let's enhance a card. Let's just make it free. It does make it free. Alright, I think I have to go Giant Eagle. Otherwise, what does a rogue look like? You get 6. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's go with the Giant Eagle into the Mother Eagle. And onto the boss fight. Let's go. Alright, this guy again. Dietrich Gold Axe. 300 HP. We got the Plate Forge early and often, so let's go ahead and use it. And then we got the Mother Eagle. I mean, I don't hate the idea of putting the eagle back here. These guys are going to blow up the mid. Alright, nice. We got a little eagle family. Let's see how well they do against these guys. Alright, we have these Oathbreakers. So the Great Swords v Oathbreaker. That is the fight we're going to have to see. Let's put the rogues in the back. Get some more Great Swords out there. Do the eagles just hang out? Okay, they do. Should keep them busy up here for a while. Alright, let's get some archers. And another great sword, you bet. We're going to just overwhelm the field with the great sword. It's kind of the strategy we were forced into. Now, the only thing I don't like about the great sword is they move slowly. They move very, very slowly. So let's get a great sword in the top lane. And then continue to just overwhelm the bottom lane with our very, very powerful great sword. With superior HP and area damage. Let's throw some rogues right there. Let's see, what do we have for solidifying will? Let's do it. Let's hope these guys can hang on for at least one more round. They are quite durable. Alright, hang in there. Obviously, we do have the Oxford Knights coming in, which is good. We got the great sword. Take them, boys. Let's go. I'm watching you up here on the top lane. Obviously, against fast attacking enemies, they don't do the greatest. So I don't know that it's fair to call them like completely OP, but they are pretty darn strong. Alright, we got some bolt spitters coming in. Okay, so the catapult shoots. We got the rogue. Let's see. So what do we want to do with the rogue? Put him right there, maybe. Alright, a big host of enemies coming in. We got the Mother Eagle. We got bandages. See if we can just throw the Mother Eagle right on him. One random summon card reduces mana cost to 0 until it's used. Tactics card. I think we should probably use this. Consume. Contract Killer. Gain a mana stone each time you kill 3 enemies. So range. It's got 3 range. Not great, but it's free. Definitely take it. Got some more eagles. Gotta take out these bolt spitters. They are snowballing on me. Or at the very least, we sucked these guys back. Bought myself some time. Looks like the Oxford Knights are coming next turn. So this bodes well. Get the bolt spitters. Alright, way to go, rogues. And these guys are just partying on the wall up here. Doing a great job hanging in there. Alright, great swords. Yes, you bet. And here comes the Oxford Knights in all their glory. An amazing units. They surround the boss and pulse him down for 290 in one simple turn. The catapult shoots and appears to have killed his own guy. And we're victorious in Chapter 1. So what do we have? Little Star. Gain 1 mana every 10 unit summons. Gain 1 mana for every 10 unit summons. Interesting. So 1 permanent mana? Really? Gain 1 mana at the start of each turn. Decrease the number of card reward choices by 1. Gain 1 mana. You can no longer rest at rest sites. Gain 1 mana for every 10 unit summons. The answer is yes to that. Absolutely. Alright, Empowered Flamecaster. We know a little bit about this guy. Certainly had him here on the channel before. Mental Onslaught. Or Pasture Clearing. We're not really in on Cavalry. Deal damage to all enemy units equal to twice the number of tactics cards in your hand. I think we've already determined that I don't have too many of those. I got 1. And it's in my hand, not necessarily my deck. So Empowered Flamecaster it is. I mean, he's cheap. And plus, he's already enhanced. So we'll certainly take it. Lose 20% of max health, but get a relic. Let's do it. Alright, Dowsing Rod. Draw 2 additional cards on the first turn. Fully restore health of 1 random ally unit on the battlefield at the start of each turn. I don't think we have a problem getting a bunch of summon units to the field. So let's do this. I mean, our hand is mostly summons, and it looks like we have a big spider at the end. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have a campfire here. Wacky Works Lab. Another campfire right here, so we can go boom, boom, boom. And it doesn't look like we can quite make it back up to the elite fight, but if we stay low here, we get another Wacky Works Lab. So we get 2 Wacky Works Labs and 2 campfires. It's definitely the way. So stay low mid, and then go all the way low. Sounds good to me. Alright, Artillery Captain Andric. Alright, Plate Forge. What do these guys have? Shield Bearers. They're shielded. Good against ranged attacks. Flamecaster is indeed a ranged attacker. Let's go with the Plate Forge. Let's do the Flamecaster in the back. Maybe we can get him some support. He does have Protect. Okay, so these guys just completely shrug off the damage altogether. Well, let's get some great swords. Let's get the rogue right here on this ore vein. Alright, hang in there, Flamecaster. He does not. Get a great sword down there. Great sword up here. How about 2 great swords up here? Solidifying will. Can make it nice and cheap. Let's do something like this. Let's see, like, can our great swords hang on? I think that's what it's all about. Alright, Mother Eagle, nice and cheap. Don't mind if I do. Put them right there. Let's get more great swords on the top lane. Get a little archer support on the bottom. Use the bandage. We got Pasha the Eagle. Little eagle pack on the top. Let's go. Alright, nice. So that Mother Eagle does, yeah, area damage. I really noticed it that time, particularly. Alright, more great swords. That's the prescription here today, my friends. More great swords. Let's go. Oh yeah, Artillery Captain Andric just gets absolutely wrecked. And we get some gold. We also get some garlic steak. Attack damage of all ally units within a wider range by 3. Love that. And a card. Military Arts. Insight. Draw 1 card. Send 1 card from your hand to your pile. Do I like any of these? Not really. I'm good to skipping it. I would have re-rolled that if I had the option. Alright, into another fight. Extortionist. Okay, so this guy's going to pinch my gold. Lose 15 gold each time you draw this card. Well, that's not good. You keep your slimy hands off my gold, man. Alright, so he's got rogues coming in. So let's get some basic units. In fact, let's throw a rogue right here on this barricade. Gotta get these barricades down quickly. Let's go. Alright, nice job, boys. And we're up there on them already. Definitely some heavy hits. I gotta get a couple more units summoned. How about this? Let's do this. Make the great sword nice and cheap. Times 2. Alright, there we go. Oh, gain 1 mana for every 10th unit summon. Okay. So I thought it was max mana. It is not. It's just you get 1 more mana back to spend. Okay, so that's a bit lower impact. However, we are summoning units pretty frequently. So let's see how this top lane does. They're getting a bit chewed up. We got the Plate Forge. I'll do Great Sword. And Archer. Alright, so he's got some Ambush Cav as well. Alright, way to hang in there, Great Swords. What are these guys? Assault Archer. Attack twice in quick succession during a rear attack. Alright. So we got the Mother Eagle. These guys have 2 HP. I think the Mother Eagle just probably wrecks them. Let's get the Great Swords on the bottom lane. Mother Eagle just overseeing the whole operation. Great Swords on the top lane. Let's rock and roll. Boom. Oh yeah, Mother Eagle just took them all out. And party at the Extortionist. Here we go. That's right. You love to see that. What is this? Flambe. Generate a fire pit. Sure, we'll take it. Obtain a card. Give me something good. What do you say? Spark Catalyst Plus. When used, grants a flame to all units within range. If a unit is already aflame, the unit explodes. It is a free attack magic. Letter of recommendation. Make a copy of 1 summon card in your hand and put it in your hand. Also free. I mean, this works with our Flamecaster, right? Gain spark catalyst each time a tactics card is used. Let's do letter of recommendation. And on to another fight, and then a wacky works lab and a campfire. Alright, we got the vineyard keeper. This guy has a bunch of beer critics. Okay. If you saw one of my previous runs, you know how I feel about beer critics. Let's get a ghost in the top lane. Bottom lane as well. And then, of course, another great sword. In fact, let's go with the trio of great swords. Let's let them have it. I've got to find units that can kind of keep pace with my great swords. I prefer the great swords on the front of any engagement, right? Let's use this. See what we get. Better future. Draw one additional card and gain one additional mana in your next turn. Sounds great to me. Alright, let's go. Just cut them down. Cut down these beer critics. Come and wine. Alright, so they're getting all intoxicated. I guess they might as well. Let's send you out there. Flamecaster, yeah, you bet. We'll send you out there as well. Letter of recommendation. Guess there's no real reason to use that quite yet. Strategist. We could draw 2 cards for free. Another militia. Pasha the Eagle. Get him out there. Let's go. Alright, party at the Vineyard Keeper. This guy's about to find out for sure. Mother Eagle. What a card the Mother Eagle is. More great swords. More archers, you bet. Let's just whip it on. And annihilated. Alright, we have the Tribal Merchant. When he's deployed, gain 1 mana stone. He is free to deploy, by the way. So free mana, which is pretty good. Side path search. Grant free placement to 1 summon card in your hand for this battle and retain it. It is also free. Or ambush cav. I mean, I think you almost have to go Tribal Merchant. It's free mana. Now, I could have gotten free placement and used that with my great sword, but I mean, we have 10 copies of the great sword, right? Alright, so who's going to be the subject of a little experimentation? Do we do the Mother Eagle, maybe? Tribal Merchant. I think the Mother Eagle is a pretty impactful card. Yes. Attack damage by 1, health by 10. Equip it with a shield. Let's go health by 10. Alright, no debuff. You'd love to see that. And let's get an upgrade as well. Little enhancement. Let's see. So, what card do we like? I mean, I could certainly go with the Great Sword. How about the Ritual? Gain 3 ghosts. I mean, it is 3 units to summon, which will help us cycle through our mana, right? The 10 summons. So that is certainly an angle. Otherwise, the Great Sword, you simply just get 1 more of them. I think I'm okay. I'm okay with the Ritual. Let's do it. It'll help us pump this up a little more, the little star. Alright, so we have to go with the event because we want this campfire as well. Pay 50 gold and obtain 1 card from a set of 10 cards. Pay 50 gold to remove 1 card. Let's remove 1 card, actually. Let's remove a militia. Pay 100 gold to remove 1 more card. Interesting. Yeah, let's do it. Let's call down the deck. Get rid of another militia. And campfire. Enhancements. I'm leaning toward the great sword here. Otherwise, solidifying will. What does this do again? It's just cheaper. The one drawback with solidifying will is it's too expensive. Can make the bandage free. How about the militia? What does it do? You just get a couple more. Let's go with the stack of 3, the great swords. Why not? Relic. Give me something good. Gilt bronze decoration. Restore 5 health to your commander each time gold is used. Gain 66 gold each time you gain a curse. Supposed to go with that. Both low impact relics. Alright, Wacky Works Lab. Otherwise, we do have a shop. I think I want to go Wacky Works Lab and get my eagle pumped up again. Into a battle, though. Got Connector Alpha. 140 HP. Okay, this is the guy that gives invincibility. Alright, Tribal Merchant. Start us off. In fact, go in that top lane. Give me that monostone. Thank you, pal. Plate Forge. We'll do the Plate Forge. We have the Great Sword. We're going to do this right here. Use the monostone. Another Great Sword right there. Let's go. Okay, so the Pools of Blood. Reduce current health of all units that pass through it to 1. Yikes. Invincibility. Are these guys invincible as well? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, let's get the eagles on them. In fact, rogues can join up as well. Bandit supplies. Draw 1 card, select. Okay. So what's an impactful card to secure? Let's get another eagle down on the field. Got another rogue, I suppose. We can just overload this middle lane. Let's make it happen. In fact, it's party at the boss right now. And the great swords actually get home. Alright, so now we have a large host of enemies on the bottom lane. So we definitely need some great swords to address this. Let's get the Flamecaster down there as well. Solidifying will on our units. You bet. Do your best, boys. Let's go. Stay away from that pool of blood. It looks like a guy gets home. Alright, the Tribal Merchant's actually going to get home here. Looks like it. I think I like the area attack of the Great Sword's chances. Letter of recommendation, so we can use this. Get a copy of the Great Sword. And let's see what we can do with it. Let's put militia down there. Let's put archers right here. Not much else really to do. Alright, win this fight. Alright, good job, boys. Okay, so these guys got some serious range. So how about a nice ritual? Get some ghosts on the field. Let's get Pasha the Eagle right here. Great swords as well. Let's go. Alright, get in there, Ghosts. Ghosts got a little bit of overwhelm factor for sure. Doing pretty good. Alright, we got invincible spiders. Invincibility probably wears off by the time they clash, though. So let's put the great swords in the back. Let's get a great sword right there. Rogues right there. Play the monostone. Some more rogue action, you bet. Let's do it. Party at the boss. Let's get him. He's got 9 HP left. Militia Archer, Empowered Flamecaster, Great Sword. That's our 3 stack. Love to see that. Alright, let's go. Alright, another guy's gonna get home. That's alright. Saladin is okay. He's actually got pretty good HP regen. Let's get some ghosts. I mean, 3 free unit stacks. I'll take that any day. Let's go. Alright, so the boss does go down. Flamecaster got him. Increase the attack damage of all ally units. I think I can get rid of this. For this, it is an attack spell or an attack food item, which is nice. Militia Shieldsman, he's shielded 9 HP. Reserve Forces, choose 1 summon card from your draw pile and put it in your hand. Or another bandage. If this was free, as in cost 0 mana, I wouldn't mind it. Let's just skip. Gotta be aware of the hand size, right? The deck size. Alright, so pay 30 gold and restore 10% of max HP. Remove 1 faceless 1 and restore 30% of max HP. I mean, I guess we don't really have gold for anything else, so we can do it. Because I'm going to the Wacky Works lab here. And we're going to do the Eagle again, I do believe. Increase health by 5. Shield, how about attack damage by 3? Grant exhaust. Commander loses 50% of current health. I'm okay with that. Campfire. Let's get another enhancement. So I could do another great sword. The answer is yes. And I guess we're going to find out, can the Great Sword lead us to victory against a very large and menacing looking spider? We're going to find out. The Volcano Keeper. Alright, so we got 2 lanes available to us. We'll see what kind of trickery is up with the spider here. Alright, Chubby Spider. Restore all health at the end of the turn. Okay. Attacking a unit restricts their movement for 1 turn. Okay. These guys have 40 HP. Definitely more formidable than our great swords. So let's get them a little support. Letter of recommendation. I think I'll just hold on to that for now. The rogues are just going to run into a slaughter. I guess we'll put them on the top lane. And let's go. Let's see how this shakes out. Archer supports. How do the great swords hold up against these chubby spiders? I didn't catch what that was. The enemy will soon summon dangerous units. Well, that's kind of scary. Alright, let's go with Archer. Tribal Merchants on the top. Give me that Mana Stone. Thank you, bud. Let's go with you there. Great Sword. Why does the Mana Stone cost 1? What am I missing? Must be missing something. Let's use this right here. Boom. Get wrecked. Alright, boys. Gotta win on both lanes here. Looks like the top lane we're not. And we got invincibility just being thrown around like candy. Well, let's get some great swords. They've got us this far. I intend to use them. Can use a bandage. Restore that HP just a little bit. Get another great sword. Let's get him on the bottom lane. Let's get Pasha the Eagle. Still waiting for my Giant Eagle. Let's go. And this guy is, of course, invincible, which works against us. However, the area damage works for us. Parasitic command. Okay, so this must mean summon one spider when a unit is killed. Okay, got it. So when our units fall, a spider is going to be summoned. We've got more of these chubby boys on the field. So I think I definitely have to get the great swords out there. Empowered Flamecaster. The answer is yes. Solidifying Will. Yes. And how about that? We got a Spark Catalyst. I probably should use that, actually. Either that or Ritual Plus. Receive 1 damage per second for 6 seconds. These guys invincible. No, they're not. So let's go ahead and light them up. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. And they turn into little spiders. But we got some good fireworks going on, if you will. Mother Eagle. Let's get you down there. Great sword, yes. Mother Eagle, come on. With your new attack damage. Alright, so we're home. We're on the boss. We're doing some damage. He's throwing spiders, as he so typically does. We finally get the plate forge. I think it's a good time to get this out. Now, I think this lane's going to win against these guys. These guys are just on the boss, hacking away at them, which is great. I think these guys probably get pulled back. But in case they don't, let's get Militia on the bottom lane. Alright, very nice. Man, great swords. Just doing some great things here. I tell you something. There's just so many different ways to play this game. Something that I really, really do enjoy about it. Alright, so we got a bunch of invincible units on the top row. So if I use this on you, got Pasha the Eagle once you join the party, bud. Keep these guys back. Hopefully the timer expires before they get too engulfed in the fights. Alright, good. Now the invincibility's gone, right? Man, we got them down to like 50 HP and they're still fighting on this bottom lane. Pretty impressive. So let's get a new rush coming in. In fact, we got the Spark Catalyst. Let's throw it up here. Yeah, look at that. Burn damage take effect. Alright, we got the chubby spiders. 36 HP for the boss. We got the Mother Eagle, and he's got these chubby spiders that just keep coming out. Oh, I see what's happening. So the original cost is 0, but since it's in the second slot, if it was 0 or, say, 3, it's still going to cost 1, right? Got it. I was really curious about that. So let's get the Mother Eagle down. Mother Eagle should help us with our efforts to destroy these chubby spiders. And the top lane is winning in a big way. We got some more mini spiders. So let's go ahead and flood the field with, you guessed it, great swords. Pasha the Eagle can join the party as well. Let's go. Alright, boys. Got to get home to the boss. Alright, this mass is coming in, and this should be victory, but we'll certainly find out. Alright, so he throws invincibility right here in the middle. That's not a very good location, if you ask me. Alright, ritual. Yes. Let's get some ghosts involved. If simply but to just draw the enemy fire. Let's light the boss up. In fact, let's just keep stacking it up on the boss. Let's go. Let's watch him melt. And down it goes the big spider boss. You bet. You bet, my friends. Obtain a relic. No longer gain gold. 3 times you shuffle your deck. We would do that. That would give us 4 total mana. Assassin, free placement, and stealth. So I had a commenter mention that stealth is like super OP. The enemies simply can't detect you. So that's pretty incredible. Increase attack damage by 2 and grant counterattack to an ally structure. Altar of the Fallen. Increase attack damage of ethereal body units by 2. That's good, but you gotta go Assassin here for sure. So I'd lose 20% max health again. Dragon Face Tile. Common cards no longer appear in card rewards. That sounds great to me. And that is the conclusion of the tale. We got the A+ record. Difficulty bonus up there. Saladin got a few level ups. So did the human Civ. 225 enemies killed. 30 danger battle wins. And 80 bosses defeated. 80 bosses defeated, really. Let's go back to the lobby and let's see what we unlocked with our level up progress. Alright, so we have the Pawn. This is a new relic for the human Civ. Summon 5 infantry units in the same turn to gain 1 additional random infantry summon card. The mana of the added card is reduced to 0 for the battle. Okay. Next up, we have the Total Solar Eclipse. So this is a Saladin skill. Grant free placement to all summon cards in your hand. Wow. You pair that up with his other ability. Pretty good stuff. So, alright. So this has been another installment of Commander Quest right here on the channel. Now, if you're liking the Commander Quest, of course, smash that like button and let me know in the comment section below what you want to see next, right? You want to see a Dwarf Civ run? Thinking of, you know, just kind of switching off human, dwarf. Obviously, this is episode 3, so the 3rd run we've done. So next up would be Dwarf Civ. But let me know what hero you want to see. Now, what I really do like about this game, and I think you saw it in this particular playthrough here, is we were kind of given something early on, right? Like the Great Sword. I think that was our opening card selection, right? The Great Sword. And then just through the process of the Wacky Works lab, buffing it up and then getting all of those duplicates, it was kind of like the mind was made up, right? We didn't want to just fill our hand with a bunch of filler stuff. Instead, we sort of had to, you know, structure a build around 10 Great Sword cards that are all buffed up, and, you know, it actually ended up working out. And that's one thing that I really do like about this game. You kind of change your strategy on the fly, and you can sort of come into a run with an idea in your mind, like thinking, I want to do this or this, but the game tends to throw you curveballs that, like I mentioned, you know, make you change up your strategy on the fly. It's definitely something to appreciate and really enjoy about this game. Now, personally, I have applied for the playtest. Hopefully, I get in. It looks like there is a 3rd chapter. So if I can somehow get access to the playtest, I'd be happy to do another run featuring the 3rd chapter. I think that would be awesome. It's going to be a longer video, of course, here. We got through 2 chapters, and we're already about at the hour mark. So it definitely would be a longer video, but, I mean, it's chapter 3, right? You got to keep your deck all the way through chapter 2 into chapter 3. And obviously, we'll see what chapter 3 holds. So let me know if you'd also be interested in seeing that. I know I sure would, because this game is epic. It's awesome. It's S tier, and it's quickly one of my favorites. It's just so much fun to play. And if you haven't tried it out yet, try it out. It's a free demo on Steam. Link in the video description below. Give it a shot for yourself. You will definitely see what I mean. This game is elite, and you know, I very much look forward to the full release of this one. I would pay whatever price tag they throw on this particular title. It's that good of a game. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, but, you know, like I already said, smash that like button and subscribe if you are new here. Thanks so much for spending some time on the channel today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.
Package, yeah.